No. Hello out there in the world. Congratulations. You just got me. I'm just kidding. Lot coming up. Waiting for it to kick in. There it's going, and it looks like someone's watching. Hello. Um, hey everybody, it's Rob, and I'm here in snowy Denver city. We've had a little tragedy with lately, obviously. Um, it's been rough through here. There's a lot of people in a lot of need. So we'll be kicking into action, doing everything we can. We took some stuff by to the employees that were basically knocked out of their jobs because of the shooter. We are working on some plans to get some volunteers out for the fires and collection and helping all the people of Boulder County and Louisville and all the cities. I always say it wrong here. I think it's Louisville here. I'm so used to saying Louisville from where I'm from. But here's a little video for you just to bring you up to speed of what that we've done this year. All of my co-hosts are in and with a surprise are in the waiting room. So watch this for me and I'll be right back. And here we all come. And there's a surprise for you. Wait, is he there? There's Clinton. Yay.
Woo!
So look, it's everybody.
Yeah, we're all
How's
back together again.
it? You'll notice Mackenzie's not with us. Her work changed where she works on Wednesday nights. Kind of hard to change, but she's going to work on that, and she should be popping in. So hopefully we'll have Mackenzie in here in a little bit as well. Just to run down everybody here, we got our steadfast and true Mr. Dan Falkenthal up there in Chicagoland. How you doing, buddy?
What's up, Dan?
You got your you're muted, I think. You're muted. Did I mute you? Yes.
You did not. I muted myself.
Ah, look at that. I can see
Go
the steam.
me.
I can see the steam coming off of that hot cocoa. It's from what I understand, the Chicagoland area is like Hoth right now. So
It is miserable. This wind is completely unexpected today and is enough to be closing my car doors nonstop. So it's been nice to not have to.
yeah. Beside Dan this week, for about 30 minutes, we've got Clinton from United Defiance, or no less, as you know, he's waving at you. Proud to say Clinton's going to be a big force in the mental health group this year and is now one of the admins. So we'll be chiming in with some positivity and some honest, frank talk. How you doing out there in the Bay Area there?
Doing awesome. Just take about a half hour off of work to join you guys, and I'm really stoked that Tina asked me to be a part of the group, and just pushing people to better things.
And if you haven't heard it, oh yes, I'm holding a Bucky's class. I'm sorry. If you haven't heard it, please go download. Go to your favorite streaming platform. United Defiance, Change the Frequency. The album is the bomb. I still don't have a vinyl of it though.
It should be out. It's supposed to be out early this year. Just with everything getting pushed back, it was supposed to be January. We have not really talked to Thousand Islands yet about if they've gotten a date yet. Another thing is our previous record, Safe at Home, will be released on IM Records either February or March on vinyl.
We don't know those guys at all.
No.
Adam had contacted me, and it was something that we really couldn't announce too much because of Change the Frequency coming out at the same time. And so he's doing it on like this really neon yellow colored vinyl. and we're really excited. We heard the test pressing; it sounds amazing, so we're really excited.
That was what I was waving. It wasn't your test pressing, but I was waving
Ah.
around. I was waving around a test pressing that Mr. Oscar there has not even seen yet. And he's on this. Hey, everybody, welcome Mr. Oscar Caps, hanging out in there in the Philly area. Lead singer of Stolen Wheelchairs, probably our favorite band that we met this year, new and beyond. And he is going to be probably jumping in to host some of these when he can, because just like the rest of us, some of us go on tour and we won't be here every week. And unless you chime in from wherever you are, which is not always easy to do. But Oscar, how's everything out there today?
Pretty good, pretty calm. Not too crazy of a day, which is nice since I'm out of work until April. That's cool that IM Records is doing that. That's rad. That's yeah, just enjoying the fun that comes with making a record, and all the little details and planning everything. But how have you been? I know I've we've talked recently, but you got to let everybody know how you've been.
What are you expecting on the album? What are y'all thinking? Like, when will it be recorded and when will it be submitted? Then we know for vinyl it takes about 8 months. But,
yeah. So you could put we should be done in the coming months.
There we go.
Is that
a fair
answer?
That's called nailing them down. my interview skills to the massive test.
Take your time. Just take your time. Please take your time.
Yes.
There was a certain aspect of Change the Frequency that there were some things were a little rushed, and I listened back to it and I'm like, okay, we could have done it different. So take your time.
And last but not least, because I did this weird circle all the way over to my favorite Austin, Texas. One of my favorite Austin. I love that town and I love a lot of people in that town, but April here might be the top of that list. How are you, my friend?
Oh, I'm delighted to be here, my dude. I'm just excited that we're doing these things again. But,
yeah, I think we're gonna make it.
We got to get back to some semblance of life in 2021. But I did miss these. These were nice. These grounded me, buddy.
Well, I think we're going to try to do them once a month to, just to keep the freshness, if that makes sense. We used to do them once a week, and certain people followed them, but the viewership went down and up and down and up. So I think if we do one a month, we can really build up the ability around it. Now, like I was saying, a lot of us, everybody on this page does some semblance of touring and some event work and everything. So there will be weeks where you'll see different faces here, and maybe Dan will be leading it, or Mackenzie will be leading it, or Shoop will be leading it, and I'll be on the road. We're waiting on approval on a big one that there's a clue on the screen. Oh. Hopefully that one comes through, but we're waiting to find out. And because that also has my very, very favorite band of all time opening. So they reunited. Pretty cool. But we'll wait and see if that comes through. We look pretty good for it right now, but we'll see. Let's see. Let's look back at 21 for just a few minutes. What we want to do is thank everybody for an amazing 2021, considering the challenges. It was pretty cool, sort of returning to life midway through the year. First big thing we did was come down. Johnny and I came down to Austin, as a matter of fact, and got to work with our friends in Bowling for Soup and the Van Full of Nuns. It was actually, how do you say it correctly, Shoop? Buddha?
Oh, Buddha.
Buddha. It's not. It looks like Buddha, but it's pronounced.
Looks like Buddha.
But out down there in Texas, all you weird stuff, the way you pronounce things. But that's okay. But we came down and we did a giant marrow drive, and almost everybody there signed up. It was incredible during Bowling for Soup, and the Van Full of Nuns guys threw an amazing party, and it was fun singing along to all those emo hits with them. And then Bowling for Soup just was Bowling for Soup. They're so much fun, and Jared and the boys are just incredible humans. Then we kind of had a little break while people were still trying to figure out what was really going to happen, and then Lollapalooza happened, and Dan and I got to really test out the. Here we are with 100,000 people, and I got to be honest, we were lucky to do the. We did a lot of matter of fact, Dan, the original sign is right there.
Yes.
There you go.
We I showed there you go.
You making that was the thrill of a lifetime for all 4 days, because you brought in such a, I don't even know what to call it, but an aura, something, but like you brought in so much with just that one random idea and taking it away, and the amount of people you had sign up and check us out was unbelievable.
It was a really cool idea to remind people that they were worthy, and they were and here's where it got weird. We got to the point where people were hugging us for that sign and stuff in the edge of a pandemic. So it was really weird to kind of go, okay, so we got into that, and it went well. And as far as we know, none of our team got sick. And none of our team reported ever getting sick from that. So, so we were lucky there. Then it seemed like right after that, everything decided to open, and I went out on tour, and we can't go anywhere in this world this year without thanking Anti-Flag for taking us on 3 months of dates. And once again, nobody on the Anti-Flag team got sick during that run. Pretty amazing considering 3 months out there in the middle of the world. And in that, we got to do punk rock bowling. And luckily, I got to have my shows at Hogs and Heifers, only 2 this year instead of 3. But one of those included Clinton. Clinton, how was that night for you?
That was amazing. That was one of the best shows we've ever played in 17 years as a band.
Wow.
It was incredible because we had just released a single and everybody was singing it back to us. And we had just done the video. And the sock puppet one, as everybody keeps messaging me about.
Mm-hmm.
But the show was just so unreal. The vibe that everybody had. It was actually my first time ever at punk rock bowling, and just the camaraderie vibe was a lot. It was a lot to take in all the best ways. It was a very, very positive atmosphere. Unfortunately, the only like real negative, aggressive sides were coming from the NASCAR fans from that event.
Oh yeah.
And you put them together, with 10,000 punk rockers, and it's bound to get a little interesting. And but other than that, like everybody got along great. Everybody was helping each other up. Everybody was making sure we had water, making sure each other had water, and it was just 10,000 people looking out for each other. And that particular show was the same thing. It was just that the energy was unreal. I don't ever really get to hang out with my bandmates too much, so it was awesome to hang out with them for 3 days. Because we all live in different areas. So that was really cool.
The modern day band.
That's pretty much.
April and I know a little bit about this.
I can attest to some of that. Yeah.
Yeah, we know a little bit about this.
Yeah.
So
half of that record was written with Easy Drummer and demoing at home.
And
it was. Yeah.
I do want to thank Clinton for including me on. I got to sing on 2 of the songs on the album. So it was.
Yeah, he sang with us on "Sing with Me" and the cover "We're Not Gonna Take It."
There you go.
Oh, nice.
And,
I had to do "Twisted Sister." Damn it. Yeah.
Right.
So
What's
And-
funny, we always use that song if we play like a bar show or something, and people aren't really into it. We would start with that song, and automatically they're just like, you can't help but be into it. Twisted Sister in double time.
I
But
like power move, just sending it out there first. I like that.
yeah, but no, we had such an amazing time. That was the first time I ever met April for the first time, and it was just awesome to meet so many people face to face.
It's definitely and a kind of like an introduction to people's actual faces again for the first time.
And
I felt like I should have wore like a box around my head just so it seemed normal, like a screen.
It
But
could have been, yeah.
yeah, it was.
Drop on my kitchen, just like everybody knows this way better than anything anyway.
I like, yeah, we've done a lot of recording in kitchens and bathrooms and stuff.
Well, like this way it's my office, that way is my kitchen.
Right.
But it's the same thing. I have a tiny place.
Well, and right before we did the punk rock bowling, actually, we got to participate, and we are already. It hadn't really been announced that we are, but we are hand in hand. If I'm blowing a secret, hand in hand, helping the Riot Squad Media, awesome people throw the second Camp Punksylvania. We were at the first one, and this ties all together. That's where I met this young man named Oscar. We had him on this show leading into that, but we really got to sit around campfires and shows that whole weekend, and it was a great experience. And I found a brother. I almost feel like calling him son, but I found a brother for life. And then to tie it all together with punk rock bowling, Oscar was so into what we were doing with Punk Rock Saves Lives, he flew out to Punk Rock Bowling to volunteer for us as well. So many of you probably met Oscar at the tent, and he actually became semi-famous on Passed Out Punks because he fell asleep at the booth and someone got a picture.
I knew it would happen. Surprised it didn't happen sooner. I fell asleep so much that weekend.
No, I encourage that. If Tina didn't tell you, at almost every festival, I crawl under the table and go to sleep for a little while. So it's part of the deal. But so Oscar, how was your first punk rock bowling and the experiences with PRSL? And
it was, I don't know, I got really good, I hate the word, but vibes from you guys. Just from camp, and I don't know, I feel like I knew immediately. I was like, all right, these are my people, and I want to just continue to follow this pretty much. And I remember you asking me, saying that Tina needed somebody, and it was like, absolutely, just because I love helping, I love being around this music, and there's so many ways to grow as a person in this scene, or whatever you want to call it, this community of just people. And it's, I don't know, I want this to be my life forever. So it was really cool.
Well, I'm gonna pause for a second before we get to April, because I know Clinton needs to see this before he needs to go back to work. I got a pop-in visitor. This is a video because we wanted to make sure we could get some people in, but this one's for you, Clinton.
Hey, what's up, Punk Rock Saves Lives? Chris Cleary here.
I hit the wrong one. This is the one for Clinton.
Hey, what's happening out there, everybody? Happy New Year. Happy 2022. Jason DeVore here. I sing for the band Authority Zero out of Arizona. And I'm just here to say what's up. Much love from and with Punk Rock Saves Lives. Love those guys, and they're dear friends, and they've been doing such a great job with everything in the community out there and helping so many people throughout the last year of 2021 and beyond. And here's to 2022 and more improvement and more things and beautiful things happening to help each other out and help some situations that may be next to glim and gloom and make them brighter and better in the coming year here at 2022. One thing that I thought was really cool to happen musically, at least in 2021, and I might be being biased here, but there was some music that came out right around March, and I think it was the new Authority Zero album, Ollie Ollie Oxenfree. I was very happy me and the guys to put that album out this past year, 2021. And we hope you had a chance to listen to it and enjoy it. If not, please go check it out. We really had a good time working on it, and had plenty of material to write about and to dabble into. So scope that out. One thing that I'm excited about, besides getting back out there and touring more this year on that album, is actually our buddies Wilhelm Scream have been hard at work putting some new music down. And I've been seeing little teasers popping up here left and right, so I'm excited to hear what they have in store for us here in 2022. So keep your ear to the ground for those guys. All sorts of new music coming out, I'm sure, this year as well. And we'll see you guys on the road soon. Much love to Punk Rock Saves Lives, of course, as always. And you guys take care of each other. Cheers.
I thought you might.
Yeah.
There you go. I thought you might like that one. So.
Oh yeah. It's like I just seen him like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, I think you played with him, and if I'm not mistaken, he might have sang on the album too, didn't he?
Yeah, he sings the second verse of "We're Not Gonna Take It."
There you go.
And the funny thing is the first show that we played with them in December, it was funny because like they thought we were on more shows than just the 2 shows. They thought we were playing those 2 shows, but we were going on like the next 3 or 4. And but the first night we go to sing that, and Jason comes running up to the stage, and it occurred to him that he forgot the words. And so like he's like standing there, and he had that like look on his face like, I want to play, but I can't play, you know. And then he told me afterwards, he's like, he was in the room getting ready for them, and he had heard us playing, and he came running out, and he got to the stairs, and it occurred to him he didn't remember the words.
That sounds like Jason very, very, very much, and I love it.
Yeah, but the 2 shows were amazing. Authority Zero always treats us like family.
And you are.
Yeah, and they're just amazing people. And even if I don't ever get it, they're like my favorite band. So, yeah, so that was really cool to play a few shows with them.
So I kind of blew it there for a minute. So another video coming soon is our buddy Chris, but I'll get that up in a little bit. April and Clinton, if you need to go, let us know. We'll blow it out. We don't want you to get in trouble with work there, but
okay.
We do appreciate you being here immensely. So
okay, then yeah, I'm probably just gonna check out then. You guys have a great night, and it's great to meet you, Oscar.
Likewise.
And nothing but love to all you guys, and I hope to see you soon.
Hey, work hard, buddy, brother. And thank you, and
Be
keep
safe.
up the. We're glad you're part of the. We're really glad you're part of the mental health group this year, and help keep our people positive, man. It's gonna be killer. So
I'm looking forward to it, and remember, it is okay to smile and be happy.
It's okay not to be okay too. So, cheers, buddy.
Bye.
All right, so now we can rotate. We're rotating around to Miss April, and I can tie it all together there because April and I, we were lucky enough to have our album come out this year. We finally got it on vinyl, and it's here somewhere. Yeah, I don't know where I put it. Yeah, but April's probably got it framed and hanging on her wall somewhere. But
not yet. If I just kind of like the audio was choppy, but I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah, it's not
our
on the wall
album.
yet.
Yep.
Yeah, it's not on the wall yet, but it's going up there soon. It's going in the the trophy case.
And like we were talking about with him, with his band living all over the place. April did her drums from Austin, as well as Adam did all the guitars out in Vegas, and then Todd and I took a chance, and we had our vaccines and stuff, so we flew to Vegas and recorded at Adam's house, but we didn't go out partying or anything. We just kind of flew in, recorded the album, and flew home. So it was pretty cool. But it took 8 months to get the vinyl, and now we have it, and it's opaque white and mighty gorgeous. But April, what was 2021 for you? What was the highlight?
No, this thing's choppy as hell. Can I dip out and come back on my laptop?
Sure.
Yeah, I'll be right back.
All right. And we'll go. All right. Oscar, tell us what was your favorite show you saw this year?
Oh, that's a hard one. I would say Anti-Flag's so good though.
It was,
but I would say Bridge City Centers were my favorite in
Nice.
Philly. It was them, Days and Days, and there were a bunch of other bands following the tour, Crazy in the Brains, and that was just a whole. I have a lot of good memories associated with that like little weekend, so I'll say that one when they came to the East Coast. Wonderful people. Like, what about yourself?
Really tough because let me bring April back.
Oh,
Is it less choppy? Are you there? But he was talking Bridge City Center, so I wanted to hold up that. And signed by Libby. Yeah. Oh, that's it. There you go.
Beautiful.
I know, April. Why we can't hear you?
Now we can't hear you. You're not muted.
Well, at least we're not choppy.
Hey, it's not a PMA session without technical difficulties. I promise you that.
Damn right.
Now we can't hear April. Look, we can see her, but we can't hear her. This is. I would log out and try one more time. Make sure the mic on your computer works. Well,
No.
while she tries to figure it out, I'll talk. Oscar, Oscar came out. I got to do the whole anti-flag tour. The first part we had amazing opening bands, and I'm really glad I got to be friends with Grumster and with the Oxymorons and Dog Party. Finally, after Tina had seen Dog Party here at Streets of London when I was on tour once and talked about how great they were, and it was no kidding, incredible stuff. Oxymorons blew my mind. If you guys haven't checked out Oxymorons, it's a really, really rad setup. It's kind of a rap rock thing, but really, really good. Grumster, unbelievable, and it was Fallon's birthday not too long ago. So if Fallon happens to be out there, happy birthday! Incredible band out of the Bay Area too. Matter of fact, Clinton came and worked that show with me, and I guess they practice next door to each other. So United Defiance, and they practice in the same practice area when they do practice. Dan, you're muted. I don't know if I did it. You
I
did
am.
It? Oh,
That's someone new.
And let's see. So it's really hard to. And then the second part of the tour brought Bad Cop back into my life. They're always there, and I love them so much. And then and the Amazing Dollskin was back out too, so I got to see them a whole bunch. Can we hear her this time?
Hey, can't
Holy cow!
Yeah!
Yay! Woo! All right. So go back to what were your favorite things of 2021 while we look back, and we're only going to look back for a few more minutes, and then we're going to look forward.
We're gonna get the fuck out into 2022. 2021 surprised me actually. Like I was able to do a little bit more than I anticipated at the start of the year, because everything kind of got like I would schedule things and then they would shut down again, and I didn't know what the fuck was ever going on. So it was a little weird, but it ended up being kind of productive. Like I was in the studio with several different projects. I played my trumpet a whole lot more. Like it was a pretty surprising year altogether. Like some bad shit happened, yeah, but like nobody should dwell on that because like it was actually all considering a pretty damn good year. I mean, I was able to reconnect with some people again. I mean, that was nice. Doing a little bit of traveling, as scary as it was at times, like to get out and really just kind of feel comfortable being out again. It was interesting and different and new, and I think we all made the best of it. And I'm here to kick 2022's ass, man. Here we go.
I love that. So I think that's enough dwelling on the past.
Yeah. I'm here for the new year, new me.
Exactly. But while we have that break, let's go ahead and see that part from Chris. Hold on real quick.
Hey, what's up, Punk Rock Saves Lives? Chris Cleary here. Hey, it's 2022. We're all talking about some of the stuff that we're really excited for this year. There's going to be a lot of really awesome events. We've got Camp Punksylvania 2 coming up this year with Laura and Terry and Riot Squad Media, which is going to be an absolute blast if it's anything like last time. Personally, I'm most looking forward to getting back out on the road much more. I've been touring with the Bastard Sons selling some merchandise, so if you're out and you see us at a show, come say hi. You'll probably see me at another Punk Rock Saves Lives event this year. I hope everybody just makes the best of it and does, the best that they absolutely can. And I hope our paths cross this year. Take it easy, everybody.
Yeah.
Our resident. If you see him on the road, please say hello. If you're in Pittsburgh and he's home, go get a tattoo.
Yeah, I need to get a tattoo by him, man. I really do.
I've got quite a few from him. We think he was like battling it out with Jesse Super out of Denver here, who had the most on my body, and I think Chris just passed. I think he just took the lead. So, but I've been lucky to get a bunch of tour tattoos from him. So that it just happens to be we go through Pittsburgh a lot. Could be because I tour with Anti-Flag a lot, but matter of fact, he gave me one. I think Oscar might have even seen it. I got a tattoo. I got a tattoo backstage at the Roxy and during Anti-Flag with Suicide Machines opening, and I got the Suicide Machines skanking guy.
Oh yeah.
And on my shin. And
so cool.
Mr. J Navarro sat there and watched me get it, and he got one from Chris. And then Chris has this habit of making non-tattoo artists tattoo him. And I got to watch Jay tattoo Chris, and it was pretty good. I think he got a little deep a couple of times because Chris's face looked like he was going to explode. But I've yet to do mine. I'm supposed to sign my name on Chris's leg and tattoo. I have not done it yet. I watched Jason DeVore give him a tattoo.
Dude, I gave a tattoo to my buddy Chris Capretta during Punk Rock Bowling. I did a pretty good job. It was cool. It was fun. It was nerve-wracking as hell, but it was fun.
I will say, here's one thing I'm looking forward to in 2022. In 2021, I got 2 tattoos that the person used the new rechargeable ones where you don't have all the cords and everything from the machine, from the tattoo machine. And one was Chris, and one was the young lady that did the Punk Rock Saves Lives logo on her arm.
Yeah, she did a really good job with those, by the way.
It healed a little tough, and I think it was because she was trying to get the black in real good. But it's almost there now, still getting there. But the work is incredible, and look, the circle is a circle. That's pretty amazing.
That's like I was like, oh my god, they got the circle, and then it came out like really well. So props to that tattoo.
All right, I just got the bad news from Mackenzie that she's way too busy at work. So
you keep stacking that paper, Mac.
Yeah, she wants everybody to know how much she loves them.
Okay, so, that is evident. I love you too, Mac.
Missed you, sis.
She'll be in the future when she has less busy. She works at a rad place, a farm to table place in Albuquerque. That's also, the farm is on site, and it's a hotel, and it's all of this stuff. And if they're filming for some reason Stranger Things there,
yes,
and the whole cast stays at the hotel / restaurant, so she keeps waiting on the Stranger Things kids.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, so it's pretty fun. We laugh about that a lot. So Dan, is there? Oh, wait. My first thing, and then I'll get one from everybody, and we'll just kind of go around. Really looking forward to in 2022. I kind of waved it in front of you earlier, but this is the test pressing of number 2.
Yeah.
Punk Rock Saves Lives, Volume 2, the album. Oscar and the Stolen Wheelchairs have a song on here that they recorded just for this. So I'm holding something Oscar hasn't even seen yet. This is the test pressings from our friends at Pirates Press. and we did get bumped ahead on it, so it's going to be coming out probably. I think Adam's hoping for May. So if you ordered one, awesome. Please get on and pre-order because they're going to go quick. There's only going to be 1,000 in existence, just like the first album, and there are a few copies, less than 60, I believe, of the original. And if you order all 5 as they come out, there's going to be a foil embossed box
Ooh,
that all 5 will fit in at the end.
shit.
Adam from I Am Records and from These
That
Roving
guy's
Years
a
and from
collector.
the
He knows what we want.
yeah, I've had the privilege of being in Club Adam, which is it is the most amazing record collection I've ever seen. And I say that he's got more records than most record stores, and they're all in pristine condition, and he listens to them. It's not just a collection. It is a collection, but he enjoys the music. It's pretty amazing. Some people buy stuff and never open it. That is not Adam. He opens it. He takes damn good care of it.
Yeah.
But he
you can't touch them, but he can play them.
Yeah, that's pretty true. And it's full of memorabilia and all sorts of stuff, and it's just incredible. It's kind of cool to be on our album, be on I Am.
Yeah.
There's been a bunch of comments, and I can't see them. Dan, can you see the comments?
I have them up on my phone.
There's like 38 comments, and I can't see them because I've got the videos to launch on the sidebar.
So good.
I've got Chris saying so circly.
So circly.
So circly.
Dan, what is, don't blow them all, but tell us one thing right now that you're looking forward to in 2022.
Man,
I never actually on camera. That's it. No.
No, I really haven't sat down and thought about that a lot, but I think more about taking chances in the unknown. Nothing specific wise, but I think that's one thing that I think we all need to do more often. And I definitely am one to stay in like a Nick group, stay in my circle, and my goal is to puncture out of that. So nothing dead on specific event wise or music or anything, but as general, just kind of taking more leaps.
Pretty cool.
Cool, man.
Oscar, what's looking in your direction for 20? You got so much going on. I mean, we got
who, Dan?
No, you.
Oh,
you.
There is a lot going on. There's I'm grateful for it, but it's also a little stressful. I would say I'm going to try to not repeat the mistakes I made last year, and also repeat the good things that happened last year, and try to surround myself with as many good people as possible. That's that's always the goal, but I felt like this year was was the best year for that in my life so far, and I'm very grateful for it. It's been, I feel like the past 3 years have been like the best and worst, but this was a cool year, negating all the the downs, but I don't know. I'm in a good mood today, so I'm very
we count the
appreciative
wins
of this
around
year.
here, buddy.
Yeah. Well, that's the PMA, right?
That's what I'm talking about.
Damn right.
All right. April, I'm going to duck out for a second. I'll be right back, but why don't you tell everybody what some of the and then pass it around. Keep going.
Yeah.
I'll be right back.
So, man, so with I was able to record a lot last year, so those releases should be out, and I'm excited about that. But excited to get back to like a real tour, like a real, like going to Europe again, or like crossing a little bit of the country, like actually putting some miles up under some tires. But really just like Sniper 66 has been through so many transitions in the past couple of years where I feel like we really haven't had a chance to like really leap yet. And we were just about to do that before we got kind of like pulled back from the edge. So I think 2022 is like the fucking year that Sniper is gonna break again, boys.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, because like
I hear that.
I've been doing a lot of other things to stay busy, but I want to focus on like my big projects this year, like the things that define me. I want them to take the forefront this year, and really just like like you said, man, lean into it. Like, do some things that we might not be, accustomed to doing, when we were operating like the way we were from like 2013 all the way up to, 2018, 2019. Like the way we do things has to be completely different now. So kind of rewriting that book is going to be kind of exciting and scary because nobody really knows what the fuck we're doing anymore. But we're going to have to forge a new way ahead. And that's kind of what I'm really, really stoked about, is being able to say, if it's going to be anybody, it's going to be me. So let's fucking go.
I like it.
Yeah.
That's what every single person has to think. No, not that it's me, that it's the royal me.
Well, we saw a little of that with returning to touring and learning the new way we need to do things. And that means testing on the road. That means venues testing. That means, places requiring vaccination. And we learned, new apps on our phone that had our vaccination cards. And we learned carrying your vaccination card to actually have to show to perform, to come to the venue.
Yeah, there were some places that I went to that had, guards at the fucking door that were like matching ID cards to Vax cards. And I know like forgery's fun with that if you want to, but like everybody's like accepting of it a little bit more. And I really enjoy that. Like where venues can put their foot down and say no, like, you can test it out. Yep. I'm not going to exclude anybody. I just don't want a fucking walking sick bag coming in through my club.
Yep. And well, and
so it should be okay.
We are seeing
reasonable ask.
We are seeing with this new variant, we are seeing, and that's why we all just don't know right now. We're seeing this new variant can cross through the vaccine, but if you're vaccinated, the prevailing proof right now is that you don't get as sick. And I finally read a report of why Omicron seems like it's, even though it's making people sick, it's not putting people in the hospital as much, especially is that it doesn't attack the lungs. Now that's a report I read. Now I'm not a trained scientist. I'm not a doctor, but that would make a sense, because if you were part of watching this and following us, Tina and I both got COVID very, very bad before there was a vaccine, and it killed my lungs. It honestly scared me that we weren't going to get to do the These Roving Years album, because I didn't know if I could sing again, to be completely honest.
That was scary, man.
Yeah. And luckily, I guess, even though I'm diabetic, my immune system fought through it with some good help from the hospital. I will say I got the Remidadil or whatever the drug is they supposedly gave our president at that time. I got the same drug, and it in one dose really helped. So they can help people. It's not cheap, but they can help people, and it should be cheap, but we won't get into that argument. But so a lot of these precautions are trying to help people. So we're not political. We all want to be in shows again. So we suggest you please go get your shots. Please follow protocols. If we need to take a couple of week break here and let this thing chill, let's do it. We've done it. We want to keep our industry going forward, and to keep our industry going forward, that could mean breaking for the next few weeks. Take a 3 to 4 week break, and maybe it'll die down. But I'm kind of unfortunately starting to feel like this is our new norm. I think this is our new flu.
Yeah, we're gonna have to figure out a way to live. Like, there's been some cancellations this month or so, and that's reasonable. But then we have to figure out how to just keep with our precautions. I mean, the reason that this is so bad right now is because we all got lax. I mean, me included. So, going back to what we know works can help us all.
Yep. And we do have to move forward in life, and we have to figure out a way to mitigate the circumstances, and that's where vaccines and sometimes taking a break, give it a month or something, and it'll help us all. But we just have to learn and finding ways through that. I've always figured that I was a person that found solutions, and I'm trying to find a solution to get back to life. And we're trying, and things have worked and some haven't. We had a show here in Denver, and a bunch of people got sick. I wasn't in town, but it did happen. And Omicron's it's crossing, and it's crossing over through the vaccine on a lot of people. And it's just, this thing's finding ways to be more aggressive and more figure its way through things. And that's why we need
to hang around for a very long time.
And we need to, that's where people are saying we need if the more of us that get vaccinated, the less chance that these things can evolve. That's what they're saying, and I believe in science, so I'm gonna err on that side. But like we've said all along, it's your decision. We just encourage one way because we want to get back to being on tour with you. We want to get back to being in a crowd with you. I want to be in a mosh pit with Oscar. I want to throw Dan over a rail and watch him jump on the stage and jump back in. And I want to do all that. I want to see April behind the drums. I want to be one of my favorite moments in the. We've only played 4 shows, but one of my favorite things in life was turning around and watching April bashing the drums while I'm on stage with her, and it was just. I mean, it's that, you know what I mean? It's that's what we want back, and I know you all do too. But still looking forward. I'm gonna throw Flogging Molly Cruise. I'm looking for it to come back. And that's in March. And we're hoping that maybe they figured out the cruises between now and then. There's some lots of speculation. A lot of people afraid to death. A lot of people are saying they're going to cancel. And no, it's up to them. And we'll have to wait and see. Sounds like someone's tap dancing. I don't know if anybody hears that but
me. It might be Kiyomi's eating down there. I don't know if he's making
Oh, that would be fun. If it's Kiyomi, it's okay.
Okay.
But I'm looking forward to that if it happens, and seeing all my friends that I've made through the previous ones. That's coming up. I'm looking really forward to that. I'm looking forward to. Wait, I said one at a time. Dan, next. Anything that popped in your head between that circle?
Surprisingly, no.
What about is there a coffee something happening or anything? I know you love your coffee.
I do love my coffee. There's definitely been a few releases with Hope for the Day starting off this year. Looking forward to seeing that. Looking forward to seeing some more hot sauces from Soothsayer. So much within food. Surprise.
Mm-hmm. Is that I can't remember. Is that the hot sauce company that did the Andrew McMahon hot sauce?
No, that was Dark Matter. Not the coffee, but the hot sauce company. Sadly, they went under. They're good dear friends.
Ah.
Yeah. I know. We'd just take all their inventory, wouldn't we?
Yeah. We've been offered a chance to have a hot sauce for us, but it's tough. When we get to go out on the road, it's really tough to have any merch that isn't coming out of that kind of print and ship thing that we have going. Because
correct.
And that's another thing I want to. Oh, we lost it. April just went bam, gone. She'll be back. April, you crashed. While we got her gone, though, let's. I'm going to give you a choice. I'm gonna let Oscar choose this. Oscar.
Uh-oh.
Chicago or Lincoln, Nebraska?
Oh, that's not knowing what the context is.
Yep.
I'll say Chicago.
Okay, you're getting Chicago. This is for you.
Hey, Punk Rock Save Lives. It's Daryl Wilson from the Boll Weevils, and 2022 is here, and I'm happy to say that we're stepping into a new year, and I'm looking forward to spending time with friends, family, and continue to work on self and improving self as much as possible. So enjoy your 2022. The Boll Weevils will hopefully have some more stuff for you, and punk rock saves lives. Have a good one.
Ah,
Yes.
if you
He's
don't
so
know,
cool.
that is one of the most amazing humans alive. He not only has been the lead singer of the Boll Weevils for 30 years or so.
Yeah.
He's also, if you didn't notice the scrubs, he is one of the most respected doctors in the Chicagoland area for emergency care, and true kind human being. Daryl Wilson. I love that guy. So we put out the word to some of our support team, and we, board of director members, advisory board members, and everything. It was kind of short notice because we talked about bringing this back, and then I was just like, let's do it. And which sounds like a lot of what we do. So that was pretty cool. There's one more that's coming, and hopefully maybe a visitor or two. If not, it is what it is. Oscar, any next round? Is there anything what else is looking forward to this year?
Oh, so okay. We are making a record, which I'm really excited about. It's a fun little challenge. I don't think I can say why it's different, but I don't know. I'm really excited for it. It's pushing me in a different way. I'm excited for so much, especially like music related stuff. There's just so much already planned. We're going to Europe in October, so that's cool. It's our first time over there.
Yes.
And I'm just trying to fill up as many musical things as possible. But yeah.
Now,
I think
obviously,
that's it.
Obviously, your guitar player's been over there a few times, right? So.
Yes,
Yeah.
both of them. Well, I don't know. We'll see. But
April, he has Rory in his band, right?
Yeah.
we stole him.
All right.
My dad's been over there a few times, but I love that cat.
That's the famous.
This is what I'm looking forward to in 2022. Kiyomi and I are going to be in Texas Highways magazine.
Yeah.
No way.
The issue should be coming out pretty soon because we traveled so much in 2021. We're in an article about traveling pets. Okay, bye.
That's amazing.
She was done. She said, "I'm over."
Yeah. She's like, "I've been on your camera all damn year, man. Get out of here."
Yeah, you had her up today at the job site or something? Or was that today or yesterday?
No, that was a different cat. That was a job site kitten.
Oh, I thought that was...
That was so cool.
I want April's thrill and excitement about that for just every point of this year.
I got
That'd be
to
great.
get paid and hang out with cats. What is not the best about that?
Oscar,
can't fault that.
Oscar, aren't y'all going on a tour in the next week or so?
We are.
Yes.
I'm bad at promoting things. Yeah, we're going on a little 4-day run with the Drowns. So we're hitting.
We love Rev. He's one of our people.
We've been texting back and forth, and I think we're really excited for this. We're hitting Brooklyn, Boston, Pittsburgh, and Philly. Philly's the last.
Does this
I think
sound
a great way to
like
end
something that I was supposed to do with you last October?
It does. Dude, I'm so
my
upset
God,
you
we
couldn't
had
come over.
That same run.
Yeah.
We had almost that same run booked for a Sniper in Stillingwood.
Yeah.
Stillingwood in October. We had to cancel it.
And
I'm so upset about that. That
break my little heart, but we'll do it. We'll get it done.
Well, tell Rev we love him. He knows so. I think already. And I got lucky enough to catch the Drowns on a day off during the Anti-Flag tour with our buddies from Atlanta, the Antagonizers, opening for them at Alex's Bar in California. Go figure. I go all the way to California to see an Atlanta band that I had just been at Camp Pennsylvania with. So pretty rad. And our buddy Chris Irish is in that band as a touring member, and got to see him a bunch all over the country this year. So that was really rad.
Yeah, he moves around.
Yep, I ran into it. I think we said 5 states. I think we figured that we saw each other in 5 states of all things. So, and um, so yeah, I would love to be on those, but I understand our dear friend Alex. We got to get him I got to mail him a tablecloth. So
Yeah, he's coming out, following the tour. I feel
Yep.
bad that he's got to drive from Boston to Pittsburgh alone, but I believe in him.
that's really not a bad drive.
I feel like
Unless-
if you're from the East Coast, it is, because that's the furthest I'm gonna have to drive. That's my quest.
If
So,
it's snowing, that's when it's bad.
oh.
And the only thing that's south of there. When you leave DC and you're going through that area where Anti-Flag, we got hit by a flying car. I'm sure some of you heard that story, but yeah, we got hit by a flying car into luckily the trailer, not the van wagon. But there's a bridge somewhere just there. You go over this gigantic valley and river, and there's no sidewalls to the bridge. Every touring person I know of talks about this bridge, and there's big signs when you're about to get to it on I-95 that say, "Caution, crosswinds in this area, very dangerous." And you go across the bridge, and there's no sidewall. It's about you could easily just go whoop right over the wall and off into the valley. And why that exists on a major interstate, I don't have a clue, but it is true. I've driven across it more times than I care. And when you're in a big black bandwagon that the wind likes to move around, not fun. No, not fun.
Let's make a petition to get guardrails on that part of on that.
Yeah.
Well, it's weird. You know the
Across
normal.
six lines.
Well, you
What
know
the fuck
the
are you
normal. You know the normal little sidewalls in a construction area or something. There's little walls that height, but you could go over those pretty if you had
Okay.
to. You know, it's just kind of spooky.
Reinforce that bridge.
Well, get in the middle lane if you're going, or to the So if you're in a truck, get on the middle lane, or RV, or a tour van, or something the wind can move around easily. Because man, that trips me out every time I go across it. So if y'all go across that bridge, you'll know what I'm talking about when you hit it. And be careful. I think it's south of Richmond though, so you probably won't. But there was something else I had in mind that was really today. If you didn't see it, I don't know. I'm incredibly honored. Tina and I were named in the top 22 people to watch in 2022 by Denver Westward. It's the magazine came out today. It's all over online. It's pretty much an honor. I've been laughing that we're one of the few people they didn't put a picture of, but because I'm ugly, maybe that's it.
Because all you have is picture your butts.
They found that picture. Yeah,
They should have put that one in there though.
the Me Undies picture with the bottle of Malort. Yeah.
Speaking
Oh
of
my
Malort,
God.
Speaking of Malort, let's do it.
I have a
This
little
is-
bit of Malort left.
April and I are gonna say hello to
It's only
2022.
fitting.
We didn't get to.
It's not that much. It's like half a shot.
Okay, I
You
got a
don't
whole
have to do
shot.
the whole thing, but. All
But,
right, cheers.
To our sponsor. Cheers.
Yeah.
Yes, we are sponsored by Malort. I don't know why people hate it. I like it.
It's flowers. It's fine.
Another thing to look forward to 2022, and I don't know if April's even heard all of this. We were chosen. If you've ever had a Montucky beer, it's a new beer over the last 4 or 5 years, and they donate 8% of their profits to charities. And we were chosen to be their charity for 2022. For the whole year, we are their main charity that they are supporting. And that's going to involve a lot of cool stuff and a possible working on some ideas to probably have a little music festival. We'll be working on that hard. The birthday celebrations actually turned into kind of a little music festival, if you noticed. And we're probably Oscar and Stolen Wheelchairs flew out here and raged at East Flagstaff.
Thank you for having us.
It was so awesome. Everybody to a person was like, that band. Oh my God. So yeah. And then they disappeared on me the next day and went like to Red Rocks and stuff.
Yeah.
It's okay. I pretty much slept the day away.
I've still never been to Red Rocks, so I mean, you did the right thing.
Oscar wore his
Where I
robe.
met Rob.
Yes.
And
Came
that's
from his
that is
robe.
true. And that is true. Dan and I met there through Frank Turner, of all things. So
Everything goes
between
through
Frank and Andy.
yep, between Frank and at the time Mohawk Andy, he is no longer Mohawk Andy, but
Correct.
it's okay. But they are designing their boxes, April, and not only the bottom, like that other charity was on the bottom of the 12-pack, but one of the sides will be about us. So be on the lookout. Probably closer to summer. Get you some Montucky if they sell it in your area, and it'll have information about Punk Rock Saves Lives and our missions and everything like that. So they're going to be really taking care of us. And a couple of the distributors actually got in donations to us prior for the write-off for last year. One of them wrote, we hadn't even sold any yet, but we want to donate to this charity that y'all care about so much. So it was pretty rad. So Montucky and Malort are our liquor sponsors. We're working on a lot more. Our liquor and beer sponsors. We're working a lot more. We're working on a sober alternative because we have our sober and sober curious group.
They need some representation.
We're working on that. We're working on something for them. Our dear friend Alex Chalice kind of basically runs that. If you guys need people to talk to, it's not a 12-step program. It's no true organization. It's just punks helping punks. They have an amazing Zoom meeting every Tuesday night of just people talking. They sometimes have some guests come on and talk that, might be somebody famous that has done this and can talk to you about how they did it, and maybe you can pick up something that helps you. It won't be, there's never any preaching, there's never any judgment. It's all about, and this is addictions of all kinds. So if you need that, it's there for you. It's one of our proudest accomplishments besides the mental health group. If you saw those numbers we played in that little video at the front, it's amazing how many people are going through the mental health group every day, every week, every month. And Dan, the accolades I get for your post every day and keeping that up, unbelievable.
Dan's holding it down over there. That's a large undertaking. So thank you, Dan.
And part of that, and part of that is, I don't comment a lot in the mental health group. I read 80% of them. And I just don't, a lot of it is self-accountability too. Putting ourselves out there. If something is very adamant or something I can congratulate someone, I try, but it's tougher for me. I come from a little bit of a generation where we were told not to express our feelings. We were told to rub dirt on it. We're working through those. We're working through those things, and we're trying to get it over. And Tina and I were talking about the mental health group today and looking forward. A lot of it, the weird part is the people that are more active in the group or post more are mostly women. And there's a lot, but when you look at who's a member, it's basically 50-50, men and women. And now that's not meaning, there's obviously a lot of different identities there. I'm just talking purely who identifies men and women. We're just looking at that. So it's time to work on ourselves as men and as anybody that's male identifying, that it's okay to speak out. That's something that I try to stand for. And I tell a lot of you know how much I preach about telling your platonic friends you love them. That we were told not to do that growing up. So that's another thing I really want to continue to push in 2022. and getting it to where we can open up, including myself. I don't open up enough. So don't hold it back. Reach out, guys. Say what you're going to say. Dan, any words there? What can you lead us towards?
Man, we're really grateful for the group. I think the way that Tina and the admins have, all of us have kind of worded it is it's a solid in between. It's not family, and it's not a therapist or a psychologist or a counselor, but it's people going through something similar, not always exact, but similar to what you may be going through or know a friend or family member that is, to be able to have to be able to have a support group is phenomenal. And I think we've done a phenomenal job so far with it, on the count that you can post whatever you may need, decompressing, something's happening at home, you need a second person's take on it, who might be going through the same thing or has, and to get step-by-step instructions on how to deal with it is quite phenomenal, because it's honestly unheard of. And for us to build that from scratch all together is really something to be proud of. So I'm really grateful for everybody here and beyond.
All right. Well, I'm going to bring in one more little pop video here, and then I can switch over the comments and see what's going on. But last little pop video, we still might have a guest or two. You never know. I don't know how long we're going to talk. We're just kind of going along as we play it. And here's our buddy, and I believe Oscar got to be good friends with this one too. Here you go.
What's up, everybody? Augie Birch here. I just wanted to give a quick little shout out to my friends and family at Punk Rock Saves Lives. I love you guys. I wanted to wish everybody out there a happy 2022. I know it's been a strange couple of years, but man, I think it could only get better from here. So, what are you excited about? What are you stoked about? What are you looking forward to? I know, I'm looking forward to March 11th. I get to finally release that record I've been working on for years. So that'll be kind of out on the streets. And I think right after that, I think the next thing to do is get back on the road and start touring again. And I think I'm most excited about that. I'm most excited to get back on the road and play some music for you kind folks out there. But in the meantime, you got to stay safe, stay calm, try and stay positive. I know it's tough sometimes, but gotta try. So be kind out there, and I look forward to what this year brings, and hope to see each and every one of you out there. All right. Boom!
Yeah, our boy Roscoe, Augie Birch.
That was cool.
Nice.
He is truly one of my favorite people. He's one of the craziest people I know, and I can never tell you some of the stories, but we've had so much fun together, and he truly is a great human. He's crazy, but he's a great human. And, so I'm gonna switch over the comment. There's nothing wrong with being crazy. So Dally is in here watching somewhere.
Yeah, Dally came around.
Yeah, there's Dally. And I'm looking at Jared from Counterpunch is here. I haven't seen any of this, man. I'm looking back at the Camp Pennsylvania people are in. Hey, look at there, Oscar.
That's going to be a fun festival.
I want to go this time.
And
yeah,
if you didn't see the announcement for that, it's going to be more in civilization this year. It's going to be in Scranton. And if you aren't ready to make a bunch of office jokes, I am. But we're going to be in Scranton. It's a drive-in movie theater. There will be a few camping spots, but there are also lots of really cool hotels right around. They say there's two clubs, like bars across the street, and we're going to attempt to have after shows there. And if it happens, one will be Punk Rock Saves Lives. There you go.
That'll be
that'll be awesome.
I don't know who will book. We'll try to get some cool people. And let's see. I'm going back through, so that made me think of that. Chris is excited that y'all will be in Pittsburgh. There. Look at that. How did I miss all of this? Everybody's here.
Because I'm slacking. We don't have Mackenzie always keeping us posted.
And lots of Happy New Year's. Kim is thanking for putting the PRSL mental health. She said April helped her put that together, so that's awesome.
Yeah, that was a lot of that was her. And like, I kind of like helped a little bit and then ran the door, but that's all Kim. Kim spearheads things and they get done.
Our sound man Steven here, that helps us with all the shows at EastFax, was giving us back here a little while. He was giving you advice on how to fix your mic. That was a little too late to find that one. Sinead was here. Jeremy's here. Miggy's here. Miggy's here. All right. I know everybody give. I know Miggy was very, very close to the shooting victims here in Denver, and so a lot of our scene. I talked about this at the very beginning. A lot of our scene was really hurt. Hey, Tom Urban's here. Oh, it's These Roving Years live guitar player. Hey, brother.
Yeah, like a babe.
And Travis says he went to that. Dally says hope to see us in Denver in April in Texas, coming up with Authority Zero. So,
and of course, man, I'm on that show already.
Yep. And we're gonna table at those two shows, but I'm gonna be there to have fun. We have awesome volunteers that want to run the table, so I can just come be an Authority Zero fan, and that's fine. I don't get to do that enough. It's gonna be great. That's something to look forward to. Tina and I will be out of touch from Tuesday until the following Wednesday. But we never take time for ourselves, if you haven't figured that out. And we were lucky that one of our big supporters has an ohana on the big island of Hawaii in her backyard, which is an ohana is basically a mother-in-law suite, but in Hawaiian it's called an ohana. And she wanted us to finally decompress and get away, and gave us the ohana. And like, we bought the plane tickets to fly to Hawaii a long time ago when they were affordable. And as long as they let us get on that plane Tuesday, we'll be gone for a week, and just to decompress. So
good for you.
And here's the craziest part. It will be my 49th state. So I've been to all but April's home state after this. So Dally's got to go to work. I'm guessing he's playing drums at Piano tonight. Yeah.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna just drop in on one of those nights.
Yeah. We were there one night when he was doing it, and we didn't get there in time. We were on one side of it. Guys, saying you're in LA is not necessarily being in like where they are. LA is everywhere is an hour to an hour and a half drive, and we were out in Huntington Beach, and we were going to go out to where he was, and it didn't happen. We didn't make it. That's a long way away. That's a big area. You don't realize it, and the traffic. So, that's why touring bands can play multiple shows in LA, because they're not really calling Orange County LA, which people do. No, they're outside the 50-mile radius clause. Let's put it that way. If people are holding you to a radius clause, that's also how I ended up with a day off in LA with the Anti-Flag tour, and could go see the Drowns and Antagonizers. Was the place is so big, but you don't want to play a show on a Monday night, So, off the rails though. So, guys, we've actually done it. We've done an hour and 15 minutes, and it felt like we didn't even do it. But we are going to be doing much more of this. We might even do special ones here and there. We're going to schedule it for the first Wednesday of every month. So we'll have those scheduled in. Like I said, you'll have different hosts every week, everything. I'm going to try to do more of these video type things. If I'm out on the road with the band, I will get a lot of cool content for you, and we'll have it. Some things we're working on. There's going to be a food drive here in the Denver area at the end of the month. Really, the area has been impacted by these fires, as well as we have a huge homeless problem. It's not a problem. Homeless situation. And there's constant need for food and warm clothing. I'm sure you have that in your cities too. We're going to be hosting one. If anybody wants to join in on that weekend and host one in your area, we're going for the last weekend of January. It's kind of short notice, but if you have a couple of venues around you that want to let you collect some food there, and you want to have a night where someone plays acoustic or something like that, work it out. Let's do it everywhere. And if you take it to a local shelter, basically get us an estimate of the weight, and that way we can keep track of how much food we made a difference in the world. And it's pretty cool. The one thing that we set up for tonight that we have totally forgot in this process of talking is that April and Oscar, we're both going to play you a song. So I think we should do that, and let's flip a coin.
Oscar first.
Dan, you got a coin?
Shit.
Or I can spin the Malort bottle. Here we go.
Yeah, spin the Malort bottle. See which way.
If
it
it
goes.
points this way, it'll be to Oscar. If it points this way, it'll be to Shoop. And you're about to get two songs.
Yeah.
You don't want me to play with myself. No, I'm just kidding. Oh, no. All right, bottle is spinning, and it is Oscar. You are first, young man.
All right, you gotta let me know because I have the automatic mic adjustment. So if it sounds weird, I'll change it. All right. Ooh, this will be interesting. Actually, I'm gonna take the headphones off once we'll see. How can you hear that, or does it sound weird?
No, it sounds good, but the question is when you start singing, sometimes the one thing we learned about StreamYard through all of the stuff we've done on here is sometimes it clips when you have the multiples.
Mm-hmm.
But let's see what happens.
I'm singing. All right. How's that?
That's a lot better than it ever was before.
All right. It's this. I guess this is a song, a newer one. Some good and bad in it. If that makes sense.
Yep.
A lot of looking forward, and I feel like it would be ingenuine to like omit certain things. And if I like had a certain feeling one time that I've grown from, I still wanted to kind of keep it. But this one's about like looking forward and appreciating the people around us who are all flawed. If that makes sense. It's cool if I take the headphones off, or
Go to
I'll just do
town.
one. How's this go? All right. I guess just put your hands up in the air if it stops making noise. Yeah, I wanted to save you, but I couldn't stand you. Yeah, I don't have regrets, but you just underwhelmed me. Never wanted to hurt you, but I need to live my life when I sleep alone now. Yeah, I don't feel alone now. Everybody who understands me is broken or alone. He's with me incomplete. I feel at home. Hell, it's so fucking funny. Something as simple as a phone call could save my life, could save yours, it could save us all. It's time to forgive them. You won't be the same again. Fuck, we all make mistakes now. Just don't make them again. It's time that we grow. It's time to be our best. so burn that little fucker who wants to idolize his death. Everybody who understands me is broken or alone. He's with the incomplete. I feel at home. Hell, it's so fucking funny. Something as simple as a phone call could save our life, could save yours, it could save us all. I love that dog. Yeah, I want no one to be upset. Yeah, I want nothing to be unsaid. I want no regrets when I die. Everybody who understands me is broken or alone, is with the incomplete. I feel at home. Hell, it's so fucking funny. Something as simple as a phone call could save my life, could save yours, it could save us all. It could save my life, it could save yours, it could save us all.
Damn.
My dude!
Absolutely
Hell yeah,
kick
guy.
ass.
I love that dog so much. You
Wow.
should have seen my cat was
Yeah.
looking at me the whole time. I was just like,
Well, that's Walter the punk rock corgi, and he had to come make an appearance. So that's the
I love the
baby.
pictures of the dogs. They're awesome.
That's the baby. So, and lots of people are chiming in. What great song, dude!
Dude, yeah,
Thank you.
you're gonna be the one that saves us all, Oscar. I don't know if you know that, but you already
Agreed.
are. So nothing you can do about it now, because
I'll always disagree
It's already in the works.
because it's this wonderful
sometimes great
fucking
songs
community.
come to you. Sometimes great songs cometh.
I
Just
didn't.
like this one that came to me earlier on this year, and I like went all across the country like going to record it, and I hadn't put it out yet until one of my friends, Jeremy Borsey, she got together at a compilation of, she knows that everybody in punk bands writes on acoustic guitars. Everybody's a folk singer. So she put together a compilation that just came out on New Year's Day. It's bridge.bandcamp.com, and I'm actually like not just playing drums on something now. And 2022, 2021 had a lot of Shoop Strums covers corners from this very kitchen. But yeah, 2022 is we're breaking up. This song is called "The Likes of Me." A little something like oh, we've been wandering this dry desert 3 long years, and it seems the sun just don't set right here. Battered red and left for dead. Love buzzards finally circling overhead. The wanted poster with your name shows my disdain. Reward a lot of debt written above your face. Now the bounty's coming due, no one will break for you. You haven't got a case. Now you feel that you're free. Well, I don't think you're prepared for the likes of me. Laying low, nowhere to go, it's a checkmate. A bribe to the barman will decide your fate. Pull that dollar out your pocket and just pay the man. Keep your secrets you feel that you're free. Well, you certainly weren't prepared for the likes of me. Well, don't you try to run, don't try to hide. I'm seeing right through your sky. You've got no alibi. This is the end of the road. Yeah, you feel you should flee. You found out just how bad it gets when you fuck with me. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
I have this weird like picture of you in the desert and just in the middle of that. Kind of felt like that, you know.
Dude, there's definitely videos that I took from me and Kiyomi's trip through the desert where I just like pulled off to the side of the road and like recorded me playing that song. I'm gonna put it together one day. But we went all over the country this past year and I played that song a few times. So we'll see. We'll see if I can compile it and put it out. But it was fun.
Heck yeah.
Renee wants to know, is there anything you can't do great, April?
I mean,
It's
okay.
true.
I don't.
Got a point.
It's true.
Anything I do, I put my mind to it, and it turns out pretty good. So, if anybody just wants to be passionate about what they try to put their mind to, people will say that about you too. So, come on with it. Come on with it.
That is PMA, right there.
Yeah. Put
That's
your mind
what
to
it's
it.
really
You
about.
fucking get a lot of things done. So, don't ever doubt yourself. Let's go. Yeah.
I don't understand that comment. I wish I did. It's on Vask Tech. I wish I did. I don't understand what's going on with that comment. But there you go. It's I don't know how to put it. It's such an honor to be involved and have all of you guys really join the cause that came out of, mine and Tina's little brain, for lack of better terms. And we hope as we go forward with this, as we've had the last 2 years, that we continue to grow and we continue to build this community of people that actually give a fuck. And it's pretty cool to see. We can be that edgier, and that's where the Punks Give a Fuck campaign came from. So next time you see us, make sure you get one of those, get a picture with one of those signs. Let's make that, that's our thing, and it's real. And there's a lot of bands getting behind it. There's a lot of cool stuff as we start to be able to move and shake and tour and all of that stuff. It's only continue to grow as a wave of positivity. And we're going to
you've already, Punk Rock Saves Lives has been around since 2019, and you're already making giant waves, man. Like, we're doing something good here, and we can all thank you and Tina for spearheading it. So
we can't do it without any of y'all. So it's
yeah, but sometimes
the
catalyst deserves its due,
And that's funny that the word catalyst came up, because that was the whole idea at the beginning of the charity, is the catalyst to other things. Look, Mackenzie just threw up three hearts. Mackenzie is watching.
Yeah.
I don't know if she snuck in from work, but she's Mackenzie is watching, so that's good. We miss our Mackenzie, and she will
very much.
I'm sure she will be here eventually. Maybe not tonight, but when we're doing these, she'll figure out a way to get free on a Wednesday night or for whatever. I think an hour and a half of us goofing around and talking has been incredible. And,
I can shoot this shit for hours with you guys, but yeah.
Little upcoming things we're working on. We are going to actually have a Punk Rock Saves Lives podcast. Going to be working on that. Matter of fact, we're ordering microphones tomorrow. And we'll be doing, and we have permission. hey, this is pretty cool. The Authority Zero on the first Punk Rock Saves Lives album wrote the song PRSL. Jason wrote that in literally 10 minutes, and it translated to an
Saves lives. Punk rock saves lives.
Came out as a badass 1 minute and 8 second song, I think, or 1 minute 8, something like that. That we have permission to, even though the whole idea behind our albums is that the people donate tracks for a 1,000 pressing vinyl, and that's all it is. They maintain the rights to the song. We don't want that. We want
it done, baby.
It's really cool that they are letting us use their music to raise money and put it towards our amazing causes. The first album has raised over $10,000, and we name a secondary. Renee says that she will be watching the replay. I'll get back to that in a second, but I want to throw props. Yeah, Renee is one of our board members, guys, and Renee is a nurse, and she's been on the front line of this pandemic and nurse manager at a hospital here in the Denver area. And I just can't tell you how amazing it is and how much we honor. And I've got a surprise. Watch this. Mackenzie!
Hi! I you guys are still live.
Woo!
I'm at work still, but I love you all so much, and I just wanted to come in and wish everybody a happy 2022 and say how wonderful it was to actually spend 2021 with you all as well.
That's awesome.
Thank you.
Are you? Have you had to throw any of the Stranger Things kids out tonight or anything?
No, they're not here at the moment. No, but they were always good. Never had to throw them out. And,
I could see you chucking one of them out the front door. Yep, you've had enough.
I was hoping for an opportunity to bring out PRSL with Finn, but that never happened. So.
Well, they'll be back.
Wait, he's
someday. Yeah, they should be back.
That dude has
it's red.
Finn. The guy who plays Finn. He has a band.
Yeah, he's in a band.
Yep.
Yeah,
Saw them at Riot Fest.
He watched Swingin' Utters play at Riot Fest.
Oh,
Yeah.
awesome.
From side stage. Yeah.
Aggro met him.
We have an in.
We have an in.
We have an in.
we have an in.
Yeah.
Hey, I saw you at Riot Fest. What? I saw you. There you go.
No,
So
I would
that's
just
an
be
in.
like, hey, I just want to be like, hey, you watched my ex's band at Riot Fest, so you should follow this nonprofit.
Hey, man, there's weirder connections to be made.
Small world. It's just a very small world. We're all connected, right?
Yep.
Yep.
Well, it's cool. You got to jump in. Don't get in trouble at work. I know you like it there. So
I do like it, and I like it because they let me do this, so they're aware. Got a couple of free moments, so I was just excited to see you guys we're still streaming. So I want to say hi. I should probably get back to it, but
okay. One thing before you go. One
Yes.
thing you're looking forward to in 2022. Anything?
oh man, I would have said there's a lot of things I would have said that aren't happening, obviously due to new variants. But one thing I'm currently looking forward to is the Le Tigre reunion in August for all my Kathleen Hanna fans out there.
There you go.
And also, speaking of Kathleen Hanna, I get to see Bikini Kill one night and Henry Rollins the next night, and Tina's going to come down and do it with me. So anybody who wants to do that, come to Albuquerque because we're going to make a fucking weekend out of it.
Oh, that's good.
Killer.
So Shoop, Dan, Rob, get down here. All of y'all.
I love it. They're
And Oscar, do it.
Two
Bring the
of
whole
my
band.
two of my favorite artists. I would love to see them. So
Do it. Do it. I'm going to get all the air mattresses. We're just going to make a giant tequila bed in my living room.
well, it's not like we have this RV thing, you know.
Me and Kiyomi
True,
sleep in the
true.
camper in the driveway. We already established this.
Yep.
I do actually. My spot has a pretty big driveway too, so you can park the RV there. It'll be fine. Just saying.
Very nice.
Anyway, love you all. I'm gonna get back to it. Happy 2022.
Cheers.
Get me all day.
Take care, Matt.
Ah, that was a cool way to kind of wrap it up. So reminder, order, get on there and get one of the volume 2s, and if you haven't gotten volume 1, get on that on our vinyl. Even if you don't have a record player, which you should, you could possibly, you should go get one. And you should get this vinyl because it's really cool. I'm I'm so stoked that the band's on there. You know, Swinging Utters just came up. They're on there. Oscar, you wrote a new song for us and recorded it in 2 days, and it's here.
He has the technology.
And Bridge City Sinners.
Bridge City Sinners.
And Venomous Pinks are another
Venomous
one, right?
Pinks. Living In sent us a song from Australia. If you watch a bunch of these, you remember the night I told Scott he needed to send us a song, and they said yes and did it. And it's a song, an unreleased song at that, so it's pretty rad. It's stacked, guys. Chaser. I could go on for days. There's 15 bands on it.
Yeah. I'm excited for that Dead to Me song.
Oh yeah, Dead to
Yes.
Me, an unreleased Dead to Me song. That's incredible.
Diehard fan with you, man.
So there's a lot of really cool on there, so please check those out. It literally goes to us, and the secondary charity on this one is the Sidewalk Project out of LA.
Oh, nice.
And
Very nice.
and Vegas, and they're on the front lines actually out there on Skid Row and everywhere, helping the homeless directly with harm reduction and with addiction and with all facets of what they have to go through with homelessness. Another thing that we're really looking forward to with Punk Rock Saves Lives this year, we were picked as a official distributor of Narcan by the state of Colorado. And they will send us as much as we need, on a subscription every month. We're waiting on the first one now. So we'll be able to distribute that in any way we see fit. And that means probably Dan's holding up the ones.
Well, any way you see fit, meaning outside Colorado, or?
They just said any way you see fit, if it does go.
Awesome.
So
okay, great. That's fantastic.
So definitely I'll have it on tours like I had with the Anti-Flag tour. I'll have it. I didn't have enough on the Anti-Flag tour to just wholesalely give out, but that's going to come up bigger and better. And that is all, honestly, thanks to the Sidewalk Project. They turned us on to the idea, and Soma and Stacy D are so inspirational, and they have the most amazing people running the tables and going out there day to day. Soma blows my mind. I mean, she's incredibly famous person to be actually out in, just out there doing it. And it's called putting yourself out there and doing the hard work. It's incredible. Yeah. So, incredible props there. And so I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to being able to literally load up the car and go downtown and just try to help people.
Yeah.
And
talk about Punk Rock Saves Lives. Like, in the moment, that's like a split-second judgment call that you can help save someone's life. Like, it's an amazing thing, a resource that we have now to be able to use those on a widespread basis. Like, if you can get a lot of them and travel with them, man, just think of how many lives will actually be around to do good if you can just save them off the ground that one bad night they have.
Yeah, Tina did a lot of amazing work to get us on the radar with the Colorado board, I guess is the best way to put it there, and they chose us as one of the charities to distribute. So it's going to be incredible.
That's great.
There's, the mental health group is going to grow by leaps and bounds. The sober group is growing by leaps and bounds. We're adding new bands that support us every day. It doesn't matter if you're, for lack of better terms, a baby band, or if you're the biggest band in the world. We want to work with you, and we want to do good through this genre of music. And when we say genre, no
matter where we are,
we don't say punk rock is just for 3 chords, no waiting. I think punk rock goes all the way from Dolly Parton to
Dolly.
To metal. There's a lot of metal that is punk too. I just did a tour with the Circle Jerks and Municipal Waste. Municipal Waste called me at the last minute to drive them, and it was pretty. Thanks. I want to, obviously, from driving Anti-Flag and driving the bandwagons, and Miss Lindley from Bad Cop told Tony they needed a bandwagon driver. Lynn said Rob's a good bandwagon driver. Next thing I know, I had 2 days notice. Oscar was there when I got the phone call.
Yeah.
I had 2 days notice to fly, get a bandwagon, and pick them up for the Circle Jerks tour, which I got the shirt at. So that's
Hey, there you
pretty. So there wasn't time to, because it was literally a 2-day turnaround. I didn't get to table on that, but we are working. Municipal Weights wants us to table at anything they do. And they're going out on a gigantic tour with Obituary, so be on the lookout for that. That's going to be pretty rad. Probably coming to your area. And then, so like when we say punk, it's more about the community than it is about whether or not you think a band is punk or not. Matter of fact, I think gatekeeping is the worst thing in the world you can do. I've been guilty of it. I'm growing. I've been guilty of it myself in the past. And don't be a stud counter. Don't be an old screwball that says that 13-year-old kid don't know punk. Well, guess what? They are learning and they are doing exactly what you did. And you weren't an expert at 13 years old. You were learning it and loving it. I remember 7 seconds changing my entire brain when I was 16, 15, 16. And that's a lot of the reason I do what I do today. And so don't gatekeep. Somebody flooding? I hear water running. I hope nobody's house just broke water. It sounds like it. Oscar, is that your basement?
Mine? Oh, yes.
Okay.
Wait. Someone's either showering or using the bathroom.
There you go.
Have you been in this house?
I've been at Oscar's place.
Yes.
I know what's going on.
You know
It cooked out from
I was making sure somebody's. Actually, we have what it is. Kevin Friel is watching up there in New Hampshire, and he says he's running a bath. That's what it is. We're here. I've actually gotten phone calls from Kevin in his bathtub, so I understand that comment a lot more than y'all do. So there's so much to look forward to, guys.
Yes.
If you're interested in the album, go to IM Records with an S store. Yes, 2 S's in a row. .com. You can pre-order it there. We're looking at May release. Get the original one if you don't have it. But I'm so stoked that some of these bands are on here, but especially this young man. April and I aren't on this one. We were on the first one, but
yeah, maybe Sniper will have one for you for the next installment.
And then out there, Volume 3 and Volume 4 are being worked on at the exact same time, guys. Believe it or not, Leland and I, and Adam's always going to be involved because he is the record label, but Leland and I are taking a little step back on Volume 3, and Tina and the Mabel Syndrome Collaborative and a few others. And we're going to do number 3 as an all women or women identifying album. So if you have a connection to a big woman fronted or woman punk rock band.
What about woman backed?
Yep.
Woman backed work.
But here's the deal. While they're working, so that's going to be Volume 3 is all women. And it can be, like I said, it can be woman identifying. It doesn't matter. But we would prefer women,
pump up the
female,
estrogen.
fronted and or all, whatever, so please, if you have connections to any bands that would be great for that, email them to info@punkrocksaveslives.org. Hopefully a connection, like a contact or something like that. Tina and then we'll be working on that. And the whole thing is that we're taking a step back and we want the whole thing to be female done. I will say that
we talked about this a little bit for the first installment that
you and Bridget were you and Bridget from Flogging Molly were the only two
representation on that entire album. And sometimes you don't think about it, but
it came so fast and
in the long run, like if you're trying to be an inclusive, foundation and all that stuff, like it kind of, diversity matters and representation matters. So let's get us all talking. But just like what we were talking about earlier in the Punk Rock Saves Lives mental health page, it's a little bit too much of a woman's game. Like we need to have the dudes speak up there too. So like, tit for tat, as it were, without trying to make a pun.
but for Sniper,
that counts.
We're working on 4 at the exact same time. So Leland and I will be and Adam will be working on bands for the 4th, so that we can get them out. We can get them ordered. Yeah. Because vinyl is taking so long now. We want to start work on them. Got some great leads on some bands for 4, and the ladies are starting to work on 3. So if you, that's the whole thing. It's going to be incredible. And that doesn't mean there won't be women on 4 too. So it's, we want it to be like the whole idea of Punk Rock Saves Lives is that we are Unitarian. We are all one. We're all in this together. And here's the way I close it every week, and it's been a long time. So,
oh no,
okay, everybody,
I have mine.
You ready?
You guys better not steal mine.
All right. What is one song, one album, one artist, one author, one something that everybody can recommend going forward for this month to people to check out that might help them, that has helped you? April, since you already have one, go.
Oh, okay, because so Devore kind of stole mine here, but tomorrow the new Wilhelm Scream album comes out tomorrow. Tomorrow. So I have all of the anticipation in the world that it's going to be game changing, and I'm looking forward to tomorrow, just like every day this year. Let's go.
Those guys are riff masters. So yes. Yeah. Insane. Oh, when I said riff masters,
look forward to tomorrow.
Belvedere's on here too, so Speaking of riff masters, all right, Oscar, is there something that's been blowing your brain up that would help people going forward the next?
So it is somebody taking a shower. I figured that out. I figured it out.
Cleanliness is awesome. Yes,
it's the third shower.
I love PMA, but sometimes for me it's good to hear somebody else going through something similar. And can I do a big one and a more unknown one?
Of
course.
I do
2? So for the bigger one, I'd say Off With Their Heads would be one of my favorite, and just
love Mr. Ryan. He's a great. Matter of fact, didn't you and I sing one of their songs together?
Yes, it was a lot of, that was digging out of a hole, and that was like the start of it, and playing that song was kind of like very important for me.
We were at a campfire at at Camp Punksylvania, and he looked at me and said, "I'm going to sing this. Is that okay?" And I went, "As long as I can sing with you." Yeah. And there you go.
I enjoyed it. It was good. It was good for me, and hopefully everybody else enjoyed it. And then my friend Burn and the Bastards is my favorite Philly band, and always. He's just such an amazing songwriter.
And is that B-U-R-N or B-E-R-N?
B-E-R-N. So okay. Burn and the Bastards. They're I don't know. He's very creative and very himself, and that's what I love about him. There's no really putting a box around them, but it's Burn and the Bastards. Yeah.
I'm going to go to there.
They're awesome.
Where would that be? Bandcamp or?
He's on YouTube, Bandcamp, Instagram, Facebook. But he has some really really witty, cool, creative things that I think everybody will enjoy, hopefully as much as I do, because he's awesome.
All right, Dan, you got anything?
Man, I was late to the game with this album, and we all know and love him. But I gotta say, Face to Face's last album was one hell of a release, and if you ask me, incredibly mental health based. And I was late to the game with that, and I turned it on about 2 weeks ago, and I've been listening to that straightforward. I highly recommend it if anybody's, just at a wall right now with anything anywhere in their life, because I will say that album will help you break through to some extent, because it's one hell of a piece of work.
That's right.
You've always got really good recs, so I'm going for that one too.
Thank you.
Well, it's not like we have this secret love with Face to Face. Everybody knows that. So that's and I do know that Trevor is going to want to be a guest, and Leland is lining that up for coming soon. So that could be maybe the next month, or there's a little hint of some stuff we're working on.
Beautiful.
We've had Mr. Shiflett, and so hopefully if Trevor wants to come on, that would be rad. He has shown up at our shows before. So I was standing at one of our shows in Vegas, and I looked next to me, and there stood Trevor Keith, and I was like, holy shit. So that, it's kind of cool.
Love it.
Some things I want y'all to check out. I do a lot of podcast listening because I drive all over the country, and I'm in the cab by myself a lot. So podcasts keep me awake, keep me going. Tina got me hooked on Crime Junkie. It's a true crime podcast by two ladies in Indiana, and it's incredibly entertaining. Not every episode comes to a conclusion, but they present all the facts, and they actually a lot of times presume the person that was arrested might not be the right person, and they really go through it. Now, I will tell you this: driving across the country, listening to that, stopping at a rest area or something changes your whole perspective. So be careful if you are listening to it. It's incredibly entertaining. It keeps me awake. But it does make stopping to go to pee a little weird, because you're like, everything becomes a little more suspicious. Looking forward, I know Venomous Pinks will have a new album in the new year sometime. That I'm looking really forward to hearing. They are just up their game every time. If you somehow missed it because of the pandemic, go get the Authority Zero album. I'm not just saying that. It's fucking great. The Chaser album was amazing. There were so many. The Get Dead album last year. The pandemic brought out some damn good music, guys. So go, if you didn't do it, do it. And I'm 99% that not all of the music that was written has been released yet, and everybody's been locked away, and the magnitude of music coming our way is going to be insane. So let's all work on being as safe as we can through this Omicron, so that we can be together at a show soon. Look up and buy tickets as soon as you can to Camp Punksylvania. I know Oscar can't say y'all are playing, but hopefully they're playing.
I hope they're playing. I hope a lot of people are playing.
I hope I'm playing. I don't even know.
I hope everybody's playing.
So it was a rad festival to begin with, and because it was so far away, a lot of people, it was weird. A lot of people bought tickets and didn't make it, but nobody demanded refunds. They wanted it to survive. But this one, they're going to be more central with Scranton instead of out in the middle of nowhere on a cult.
On a cult.
On a cult's land. And
I'm going to miss that.
That was actually kind of funny, because I still want to know if they commit sacrifices in that circle.
I don't know if we can talk about it.
Yeah, I know. I know they recruited me hard. It was really funny. That one man spent a lot of time trying to get me in, and Chris kept buying their mead, and I kept saying, man, I think they're brainwashing you with the mead. But
it was a unique experience, and I'm glad it happened.
But so do that. Support a rad group of ladies. Riot Squad Media really going out of their way to make a cool festival. And I don't know if you know how hard a festival is to put together and run and survive and make money, but they're going for it. So please support them. Other than that, please check it out. We have merch all over, all sorts of crazy merch on the store now.
Good merch.
Tina's designed a bunch of cool stuff. Support us. Do something good in your world. I say this all the time. Check on your neighbors, because a lot of people have been locked away through all this. Yell over the fence. Just check on them. We've got some bad snow in Chicago and in, I I think Nashville's bracing for a big snowstorm tonight. They always say that, but an inch of snow is a big snowstorm there. So Denver, we're getting a ton more snow as we speak. There's another 2 inches, 3 inches outside already, and it's supposed to snow all night. So check on your neighbors. Be careful if you go outside. Scrape someone's windshield. I mean, just that little thing. One thing I came up with, and Oscar and April and Dan can tell you this. Oh, my God. Look at this. We're saying goodbye, and Kramer's here.
I told you I was moving.
Kramer's moving into his new house, which he's walking around in right there, it looks like.
What's up?
Goodness. Yeah.
You want you could be possibly privy to the amazing box fort that I have for my son downstairs. See if I can get it. What are y'all doing?
We've been talking. We've had some songs. We've had some videos.
I miss all the good stuff.
No, you made it good right at the end. That's perfect.
Oh, I miss you, fucker.
I was literally about to say goodnight when you chimed in, so that was perfect. And you're going to stretch us into 2 hours. Look at that.
I try. Here.
That's a box fort?
Box fort?
Box fort.
Yeah.
Dude. I'm in.
Amazing.
That's every box that we moved with, we saved for the boy to get rad with for a couple weeks. So
amazing.
I'm gonna be hanging out in that motherfucker.
Yep.
That's awesome, dude.
Damn it.
Peace. All right.
Hey,
well, we know your biggest thing for this year is your new house there that you've been waiting quite a while to get. But what else are you looking forward to in 2022, brother?
Oh, getting back among the masses. I miss you fuckers so much. I miss getting out there. I miss swabbing. I miss being at shows. I miss mosh pitting. I miss rubbing elbows. I miss getting sweaty. I miss belting out lyrics. I miss it so fucking bad. It hurts my soul.
Too bad you can't fly to Colorado in a couple of weeks to go to a couple of Authority Zero shows. Oh,
it's. I'm trying. I'm trying to line it up with Firehouse. Don't tell Jillian her birthday is in a few weeks. I'm trying to make the stars align.
I love
there
it.
You go. Hey, man, you put it out there, it'll come back to you.
Right? That's the plan.
Yep.
Well, if you guys don't know, Kramer does a lot of our graphic art and a lot of our cool stuff. He's a fireman in the Dayton area, and he's also, aren't you a substitute teacher now? Or
I'm in the works. Yeah, it's I'm not Dominus Ominous yet, but yeah, the paperwork is getting processed and trying to help the young bucks.
Yep, changing lives from all sorts of perspectives. I love it. He's one of the core members of the group, and he's been going through a long time waiting on this house. He sold his other house before they got this one, and then had to wait how long?
We sold our house last February of 2020, and the house we were buying, the seller was building a house, and it went through delays and delays and delays. So it's been almost 10 months that we've been in limbo, all our stuff in storage, and we're home. So now anytime any of you beautiful motherfuckers roll through Southwest Ohio, if you need a place to stay,
I'm coming to that box fort, dude.
Yeah, we're coming to the box
Better
fort.
leave that up.
That's my room.
So yeah, we got a spot for y'all. Open door policy.
We love it. It'll become the Southwest Ohio. Is that right? Southwest?
Yep.
Southwest Ohio band room. Band sleeping room.
I'm for it. Say the word.
Jillian might have some words, but hey, somebody named Dusty Bryant just said Cincy in the house. There you go.
Yeah.
Kramer spent a lot of time in Cincy, so
Yeah, it does, my dude.
40 minutes
Dusty
down the
was in
road.
that recording session with me. Dusty's the shit.
Nice.
Ohio.
Ohio.
Round up
oh,
the middle.
That made me think. Punkerton Records out of Columbus is doing. Just put out a collection compilation called "Hell Is Ohio," and if you've driven through Ohio and seen the billboard,
Hell is real.
Hell is real.
Yeah.
It's a famous billboard. Well, Hell is Ohio is the compilation. Go get that at Punkerton Records on all streaming services. He's also, I believe, trying to get it on some CDs and vinyl. And he's doing a big concert coming up. And he's donating the proceeds to us. So we'll have a table there and all sorts of stuff. So keep an eye out for that. And
love you, Ryan Francis.
Yep, Ryan Francis will be a big part of that. And Huge is one of the players at the show. I know that. So if you've never seen Huge, Ryan is one of the coolest nerdcore rappers. You know,
Best blue Speedo in the business.
Yes, the best blue Speedo in the business. Actually, we auctioned off that blue Speedo. So if he has a new one, yes, someone owns that blue Speedo from the auction on the Flogging Molly Cruise.
What are they doing with it?
I don't know. Someone won it. I remember clearly. That blue Speedo. Yeah, it's out there. Someone has it. Kevin, do you know who has it? Frill's watching. Someone has the blue Speedo. I wouldn't know if Jay O'Brien won. Jay O'Brien has the blue Speedo.
I love you.
So, and the joke, the second, was it the first or the second cruise?
The first cruise is when you rock the Speedo.
Yeah, the very first Flogging Molly cruise 5-6 years ago. Ryan came on and just owned this blue Speedo the whole weekend. I don't think
Yeah.
It was the second cruise we auctioned it, or the second cruise that he wore it. I'm answering questions from the comments, guys. I'm sorry.
Second.
But the bottom line is Ryan wore this blue Speedo the whole weekend. I don't think I saw him not in it. And I love the guy to begin with, but I just laughed my ass off the entire cruise. And then he donated it to the next cruise, and we put it in our silent auction, framed up. And there. And Jay O'Brien owns it. I'm hoping it's hanging on a wall somewhere. That is the bomb. He paid $1,500 for it during the third cruise. So that's a $1,500 famous blue Speedo. So,
that's glorious.
At the time, that was money. Yeah. That was money raised for Love, Hope, Strength, which is pretty amazing. We've had so much fun on that cruise, so that's why I'm really looking forward to it if we get to have it. So everybody get their shots and be smart so we can have our cool things back. That's what we. All right. Well, we are well over 2 hours. It's cool. We had Kramer pop in at the very last second to give everybody a good smile.
Sorry, I was late. My bad.
Everybody say good night. Everybody say good night. Everybody.
Love y'all.
One love. Up the punks.
Up the punks. Yes.
Here we go. Punks give a fuck, guys. Punks give a fuck. Good night.
Love y'all.
Punks.
And